What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 30 for my Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode in the Premier League. Yes, we're loving it life. So we've got the 4 games today as normal. We're going to be running with the Carabao Cup against Morecambe, then Premier League games against Southampton, West Ham and Leicester City. And to kick us off, first of all, we've got the Shrimps in Morecambe. Obviously we're going to be changing up the lineup quite massively. Obviously got Buckley getting his youth debut. We also had a left wing in Skinner and the other debutant of Billy Sharp coming in on the centre midfield. It's only 60 rated, so I thought, it's against Morecambe, but we'll obviously see how he goes. And obviously from here on out we are using the sliders that I found on YouTube, and apparently they are actually really good, so they do get very close results, I must admit. As you obviously see throughout this episode, the results have been very close, as I've actually really enjoyed the close nature of the games. You never know how they're going to go, even against the lower league sides like Morecambe, and then against Southampton as well, that we're going to face in the next episode, I believe. And yeah, they're just, you never know how they're going to face. They might come good, they might come bad, but yeah, we're getting in front with Harris going up 1-0 for Ipswich Town and getting the goal past the Shrimps at the away end. Now Harris has much better finishing than Lucas, so even though Lucas's rating is like 73, but Harris is only 72, which is really strange. But so we're going to play Harris a fair amount more than Lucas, just because until Lucas's finishing gets up higher, then we should be able to start playing him over Harris. But Harris is definitely a good utility player, and so is Lucas, and so is Skinner, while he is learning the trade of a striker slash centre forward. And yeah, Shrimps coming back on making it 2-1 just before the halfway point in this match. Quite shocking, but obviously round 2 does throw up a few upsets, but Morecambe looking to throw Ipswich Town upset in the ring, and they're looking to progress. Obviously 5 minutes left to go. Penny plays it into Dawson. Dawson gets forced out further back into the pitch. Chaplin plays into Dawson. Dawson can't find anyone. Penny picks up the ball, and what can Penny do apart from smash it into the back of the net, securing Ipswich Town in the penalty place. And yes, what a strike, what a goal from Penny. Can we get another one later on in 91st minute, almost 92? Lucas on the ball now, drives into the edge of the penalty area and forces a save from the keeper, but nothing comes from the corner. Chaplin now steps up, making it Ipswich Town 3, Morecambe 2. Hunter on the ball, Danny Ward with a quality save, and all we need to do now is score the rest of ours. And yes, Penny does that, and our left wing back is up next, and Melbourne finds the back of the net as well. All we need to do is score this one with Giles, and we're through. Yep, there we go, and we are finally through. We made it tough on ourselves, but we had to bring on a few substitutions, though I didn't really want to bring them on, but just because they had a few days left to go until the Southampton game. But they managed to come through and managed to get the win on penalties. Unlikely, but I thought that was going to be a much easier game. But with the sliders that we've put on, it has become a bit of a challenge if you have put equal sides out and equal teams out, and it is fun. It is really fun. And yeah, we're going to start the 5 at the back and not making any changes. Brownhill has been a quality player in the middle of the pitch, and I can't really fault that purchase of 8 million, and the money well spent is for sure. They do lack a fair amount of squad depth. I did find while recording this episode that we have lacked a few wing backs and a few, at least a couple of centre mids that are actually decent and 70 rated. So we might look to bring in a few more players towards the end of this January transfer window, which I think will be the last few rounds left. And Skinner picks up the ball. What can he do? He can put it past the keeper, and that is what he loves to do. Puts it 1-0 in front against Southampton at Portman Road. But yeah, the squad depth is quite sincerely lacking. I mean, I looked at the team squad, and literally the three midfielders that we've got now, Skinner, Knight and Christensen, are the only players above 70 rating. So that is quite alarming. Though we do have Dawson that's rising through the ranks, and we've got Penny that's having a bit of a resurgence season towards the end of the Championship, but is trying to have a resurgence in the Premier League now. Though ideally I would like to have some more good squad players like your 70 rateds, but we'll obviously have to try and find them in the last hours of the, I was going to say the January transfer window, the last hours of the summer transfer window. Obviously I'll show you once we've got those players in, but for now obviously we concentrate on the Southampton game. We are 1-1 now against Southampton. Unfortunately they did get an equaliser against us, and yeah, Christensen goes to have a shot and forces it down the straight hand of the keeper, puts it down straight at the hands of the keeper. I can't really get my words out when I don't script anything, but Skinner tries to loft the ball over to Bowden, but plays it into Christensen instead. Christensen, has he have a shot? Oof, hits the outside of the post and goes out for a goal kick. And now we're into the last few moments of the game, I believe. Yes, the 88th minute, and Dawson is on the counter attack. He's got nobody up and helping him, and this is what I mean when you have a 66 rated player on the ball. There's literally no one else around. He can't do it all by himself, but he finds Knight, then Knight finds Bree out on the right wing position. Bree plays it back into Knight. Knight crosses it into Lucas. Oh, that is an unlucky header just gone wide. And there we go, 1-1 against Southampton. A nice little point there, but would have liked to have a win. Obviously, Connor Coventry is our new centre mid, Tom Edwards as our new right wing back, and Reece Norrington Davis is our new left wing back. They were going to be sort of rotation players, but Tom Edwards did want to be an important player, so he is a bit better than Bree. So I might start him ahead of Bree most of the times, but Wes Burns has just been, you know, it's one of those players that with this new setup that I've got, he does have a lot of pace and he does provide a lot of attacking depth down that wing. And with Tom Edwards, he's got like at least 80 pace, 80 acceleration, so he should be okay going down that side of things. But Wes Burns just does it that little bit better with that 90 overall on the pace. Antoine Griezmann playing for West Ham now. That is, well, I mean, we're going to have to try and stop him from coming back against us, but you know, we'll have to see how that goes. And West Ham have also got Kevin Phillips on their side as well. And obviously they have got Flynn Downs, a long-time Ipswich Town player, that come through our youth ranks, and Keller with a really good save, gets a hand to it and makes it out for a corner as Flynn Downs is now on the ball, and Holgate tackles him very nicely. Can we defend this bit of play? Griezmann, oh look at that, Keller with a diving save to make his body so big to try and close down that gap, and makes the save out of Griezmann's shot as Giles wins the ball back, plays it into Christensen. Christensen goes for a 1-2 with Lucas, but he doesn't do the run soon enough, but Lucas finds Bowden. Bowden has a shot, oof, over the bar, not for really testing the keeper as much as he has been doing during the Championship season, though obviously the testament to these Premier League keepers are really, really good at putting other players off, and yeah, not forcing anything. And it's been a bit of a dull game really here against West Ham. It's been 0-0 all the way up into the 86th minute, and West Ham are now on the counter. What can they look to do? Pereira on the ball. Is he going to find Berardi? Berardi plays it back into Fekir. Fekir into Phillips, and Phillips then puts the last minute winner against Ipswich Town. That is really unfortunate. I would have liked to held on for a point, but when Fekir just played that ball into Phillips, I was just like, yeah, nope, that is going to be us over and done with. And then, yeah, West Ham almost come up with a second, but he just puts it wide. So yeah, quite a dull affair against West Ham on that one. 1-0 loss, unfortunately. So we are going to go straight into the Leicester City game with fresh minds and fresh players. And what can we look to do? Melier moved to Leicester City from Leeds, so that's not a bad move for that keeper. And Alvarez, who else is there that is fairly notable? Iheanacho still playing for Leicester City as the main man up front. And we're going to be playing the same back five, the same middle three, and then I believe it is a same front two of Skinner and Bowden. So an unchanged lineup for ourselves. You would have thought we would have changed and put Harris on just because of what happened last time out, but look at that. Bowden, 11 minutes into the game, puts Ipswich Town in front. That's what you love to see, going all out attack early on, getting the lead nice and early on. And now Skinner gets the ball headed down, has a power shot, and my god, makes the save out of the keeper. I always love it when those go in because it feels so good. But then the keeper gets hands down, really good save to the bottom of the net. And now Christensen playing a corner from that shot that Skinner had. Orphandon plays it into Knight. Knight has a shot, but unfortunately doesn't test the keeper, only tests the fans' reflexes behind the back of the net, unfortunately. And now Leicester City, 35 minutes on the counter-attack. Chukwueze plays a really nice, I don't even know what kind of pass that was, but he plays a really nice pass into Iheanacho. And Iheanacho, it showed up on my replay as a power shot. It was 120 miles an hour. I was just like, okay, I thought that was a normal shot. But then when the replay came around, 120 miles an hour? Yeah, no one's saving that. Not even my keeper, not even their keeper would save that at all. I mean, to be fair, their keeper saved the Skinner shot, which was a power shot, so that was a bit testing and a bit worrying. But Leicester City having quite a lot of the attack now, looking to get a late winner. Chukwueze really skillful on the ball there as Iheanacho turns, doesn't have a shot, gets tackled. Wolfenden tackles and then knocks the ball into the line of the Leicester City player, who says, thank you very much, I will take that and I will put our team in front. And not really much happened else out from there as we're in the 89th minute, 3 minutes added on time of Wes Burns. Not many players around him as Bowden just runs offside as I was about to play the ball through, and then Leicester City get the good tackle, good defence on to keep it Leicester City 2, Ipswich Town 1. So not really a good start to the season for us, only 5 points coming up from the first few games. Obviously we've got Aston Villa in the cup, and then Leeds, Chelsea, a big away day, and then Hull, Fulham City at home. So 5 points out of 5 games, not what we would like, but fairly good going for being the first time in the Premier League. But hope you've all liked this one and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Comment your favourite part of the episode. Bye bye.